Hello, hello, hello. Well, by time this posts, Miss Lola will have gone to her new home because I am filming this, what is it, Tuesday, I don't know, second week of March, like I have no idea what day we're even on. Oh, my computer tells me the 12th. So this will probably go up next week. So thank you, everybody. Like, you guys are amazing. I love you and I so appreciate you. So today I am back in my studio and I'm going to play in my steampunk journal. So for those of you who are just joining us, I am taking an old photo album, which I guess used to be a scrap album. I can't remember. My friend Susan used to sell them, and she's the one that was telling me about these old albums. She said they came out about 30 years ago for some kind of stamping or something. Anyway, so I am doing that, and you know that we have a little story going along. So this is my lady. We haven't gotten a name for her. Luna is a wonderful name for the kitty that came from my friend Vanessa. And then Grunge Girl Lori gave me a fantastic name for our little dog. His name is Steamer. So please feel free to join in my little fantasy land and name characters and all of that because I love it. So basically, they're two sisters. They're on an adventure. These are the parents. And I'm kind of thinking they're time travelers. But that being said, I had to have a villain. Okay, where'd Mr. Villain go? Oh, and here's Mr. Villain. I found this on Etsy from Artistic Way Company. So it's a wonderful steampunk digital. And so I just loved, and he just reminded me of a villain. So some people said he looked like Johnny Depp. I don't know. He just became my villain for whatever reason. My other pad that I'm using is from Stamperia, and it's called Lady Vagabond. And I'm also using Tracy Fox's steampunk kit. So this is the kit, and I just fell in love with it. So I loved this actually to go into my art journal. So yeah. So anyway, today though, what we're going to do is we're going to make metal plates for said steampunk journal. And I've also noticed that you guys seem to like it more when I do like my papers. That had the biggest viewership was when I did grungy papers. So I'm thinking I will just click on the camera when I'm making embellishments and all of that. And then I can always show you where I put it in the journal because that just seems to be what everybody is liking the most. So that being said, I don't know that I'll know how to link by then because I am taking a bit of a rest. So I have very limited time that I'm choosing to be on my computer and phone. I'm just needing to take a little bit of a break. Nothing's wrong. I just found that I'm a little tired. The fibro's been kind of kicking my butt. And yeah, so I'm just going to be on social media less than I normally am. But that being said, I will definitely in the description box let you guys know the kits that I'm using. Even if I can't link it, I can tell you everybody's name. If you want a really detailed video on how to do this, you need to go check with Lemon's Creations. She does metal plates, and she does a really thorough job of going through everything. So, that being said, see, we're already 4 minutes into this, and I'm trying to keep like 15-minute videos. So, I just took some really inexpensive watercolor paper. I also have some of my scraps left over, the black cardstock, but you can see it's not even a really heavy cardstock. And then you just need to cut it into whatever shapes that you want your plates to be in. Do you want them to be small, big? I'm thinking the plates will be pockets, and they're also going to be placed strategically over. They can be tags, backgrounds. So I am making mine a little bit larger than what she did hers. But you make them whatever size for your project. Now, I tried a lot of different products. So I only have liquid pearls. She used that, or she used, I think it was like stencils or I don't know what they're called. They're not liquid pearls, but they're in that family. She also used glossy accents. Now, if you followed me from the beginning, you know I love glossy accents, and I use this a lot. So that's pretty much what I'm going to go to, but I wanted to show you all the different things that she actually went ahead and used. She also, now I know I set it up, but of course I'm not, oh, here they are. She used, and I didn't have any of the bigger pearls, but she used a lot of these, so I thought maybe we would play with some of these. I don't know, because I've already made a ton, but you can use any kind of little pearls you have. I know you can find these kind of things at the Dollar Tree. I had some heart ones too that I was thinking of. So you can use basically anything that'll make a rivet. And I had some of these. I mainly had like these heart ones. And I have this, which I actually really like these. I thought this would actually be really cool. And it comes in this full sheet. And so I'm thinking I could literally just pull this apart and we could just stick that on there. So that is the materials that you're going to want to use. Again, use whatever you have. Rivets are pretty easy to make. You could probably use any kind of glue, I would imagine. But I'm a huge fan of using the glossy accents. So that is what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to show you quickly what I did because I already have a whole bunch of pre-made ones. I had already done this. So you'll be able to see all of these. And that's what we're going to actually rust up and grunge up. Okay. So all you're going to do is you're going to take your, I'm using the glossy accents or whatever it is you want to use to make your rivets. And you literally just put drops down. So I'm thinking this would probably make a really good tag. So just make dots. Just think of rivets, plates, and different things that would be steampunkish. Now, for me, I will probably also add stuff on the background of these. Or who knows, maybe I won't. But this is literally how easy it is. Just make dots. Now that being said, I finally went to the eye doctor, so I'm going to get new eyes very soon, and I'm very excited about that. Now, you could go in, as you're going to see on some of them. I did cover the whole thing. Let me see. I thought I covered them. Maybe I did it on these pocket ones. Yeah, so on these pocket ones, I went ahead and I covered the whole thing. So you can do your rivets any way that you want to do them. Okay, so we're going to stick you out of the way, and then I will, I don't know, maybe we should try this. Let's see. I'm thinking this actually would need to be a wider one. So let's cut this down a little bit. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. We have decided to have winter once again for sure. So it is super overcast and cold, and I prefer the winter simply because I don't have AC. So it gets super hot in northeastern Nevada, surprisingly. Okay. So I'm trying to just enjoy that quiet time. Oh, you know what? So I've never used these. This actually has a sticky thing right behind it. And so let's just see. Is that even going to be wide enough? I'd have to use, that's not even going to be wide enough. But this will be wide enough if we go this way. And so this actually would have been cool if I could have done it with pockets too, but we're just going to go ahead and sit this down on here. There we go. It's not even or straight. Then we kind of want to just lay this out. Ugh, work with me. Get those bubbles out. You ever find that sometimes things just don't work with you and cooperate the way they're supposed to. Okay, here we go. So we're going to lay this out, and then we will... I moved my studio around again because I'm always trying to figure out this camera angle. I think at this point, once I've had a little bit of rest, I'm going to see if our local college offers a technology class. I think that would probably be the best thing for me. I'm too tired at night to do it, or I will have to just like get together with people when we're at the retreat or something. I don't know, because I don't have time in the evenings like I want. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and, you know what, actually, I think what I want to do is we're going to cut along this line. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to cut this. So this is just all rivets. I have no idea. She did not do this. And then that's about as crooked as it gets. And I can't find my good scissors. I don't know where they would have gone. I must have taken them upstairs. Oh, I hate when I do things like that. Okay, we're going to take off this little end. Try to get that a little bit straighter. Okay. I don't know. It still doesn't look very straight to me. So let me... I always say I'm not a perfectionist, and then little things like this totally annoy me. Do you guys ever find that? So let's get our little wire in there and see if it will cut. Cut. Nope, it doesn't want to do that. I wonder if... Let's try it that way, and that should. Okay, well, it's about as good as it's going to get for now. Okay, so now let's get to the different ways that you can rust. She shows you a million different products. I don't have everything that she had, which just shows you can pretty much use whatever you happen to have on hand. Let me move this stuff back behind and move this over. Now, I'm not going to do a whole bunch of them on camera for you guys because, again, I'm trying really hard to keep my videos a little shorter. I do appreciate those of you that stick with me through all the jabbering, though. Okay. And I do need to get my gloves on because we are going to play with some waxes. So you can get this from Amazon. It is called Rust Effect Paste, and I'm pretty sure, is this from Prima? I was thinking it was from Prima, but maybe not. I don't know. It says Art Extra. That's all I know. Okay, and I use these actually for another project I had going, and I know that they work wonderful. But that being said, these are pretty much the colors that you just need. Now, I do have some oxide sprays we're going to try too, but these are the colors that can give you a rust. Now, that being said, when I ordered these, this came in completely dry. This is pretty much, is it this one? No, it's not this one. It was brown. That's what it was, the brown one, which I already checked. So you get these colors, and you're going to be able to rust anything that you have, okay? And I just kind of start playing around with it. So what should we rust? Oh, I forgot. We kind of want to do this too. So let's do this, and I'll show you how I did that. Let's see if we can get... These weren't wanting to cooperate a whole lot with me yesterday. But you just want things that are going to look like metalish. And so you can just go in, and we just kind of want to make... some lines. Well, maybe we want to make some lines. Hold on. Maybe. Okay, let's see if that opened it up enough. Work with me. And that's why I said for me the glossy accents worked so much better because I didn't have to deal with this. This is just not wanting to. So basically, just think about metal lines and kind of how that metal is riveted. And that's all you want to make. And you can do it with whatever you have, as long as it's going to raise up for you. You know, if you have a stencil, I'm pretty sure that that would work as well. And then I don't do all my lines the same, because more than likely I'm going to be cutting all this stuff. And so, yeah. But just go in. I just kind of made different lines. This is the quickest way to do it for me. And then we just kind of want to go across. And you then just have what it'll look like a plate. Okay? So that's kind of what you're wanting to do. Now let's set this aside. And my camera again is lagging. I don't know what is up with that. Okay, so those are on the side. So now let's go ahead and together, this is what I used. These little glossy accents, see how the rivets just aren't as big? I really like how the glossy accents are bigger. So basically, I would say go with glossy accents. Look how much bigger the rivets are. So I just like those better. That being said, let's go ahead and start rusting. Did I tell you all just how much you blessed me? Like, really, I was so blessed by your wonderful comments and just everything you guys did to get Lola going, for subscribing to the channel. Just so appreciate each and every one of you. I do, I do. All right, we want to get in there and kind of move this over. I don't want it that thick. I do want the wax to be pretty grungy there in the middle. And I'm thinking, I don't know if this will work. I'll probably have to try that off camera, but I was thinking if you had tin foil, that might look really cool too. So I might have to try that, like I said, off camera, and then I'll let you know. Okay, so if you have these waxes, you just want to go in there and cover. Is basically what we're wanting to do. Let's see, let's try this yellow. I'm gonna don't want to be changing my gloves each and every time. And again, because I changed my desk all around, I'm trying to refine things. I hate wasting product though. So this little cloth, I'm going to have to use somewhere down the road. Oh my goodness. What was it? I posted a meme that I don't hoard crafts, I save them. Yeah, well, I have a gazillion of them getting saved. All right, so then let's take in this yellow and kind of get that in there to get up that black. And I'm noticing that this paste too is a lot thicker, so you're definitely going to want a thicker paper. You're not going to want to do this like on a thin copy paper at all. Okay. I know you're like, what is she doing? That does not look rusted at all, but I assure you, down the road here pretty quick, it is. Okay, we just got to get our colors mixed in there. Let me go ahead and grab a paper towel behind me. And then I'm going to try to get some of this off, because metal does oxide really different. So one of the best ways, so my upstairs is done like a rustic kitchen. And we live in an older home, and so we've been remodeling for what seems forever. And when we were doing it, my husband, I'm very boho and eclectic. Is that how you say it? Eclectic in how I like things. He wanted more of like a country farmhouse look. And so we got these like metal boards at Home Depot. And what I did is I literally took toilet bowl cleaner and I sprayed it all over it in the sun. We did this now in the summertime, and it literally rusted. So you just let it, that toilet bowl cleaner sit on there, and let the suns put some water on there, and it rusted out great. So for all of those you wondering how you can like rust out your metal, I would imagine that would work with anything. I should try it, huh? But as you can see, when you start blending all of these colors, you begin to get a wonderful rusty effect. Now, because there's a submarine in there, I'm going to want mine to look like it has like some algae and all of that on there. Yeah, because it's going to be under the sea. Okay, so I'm just trying to really make sure I rub it. And so see, look at all of those beautiful colors that we're starting to get all blended together. Isn't it fun? Oh, I love playing with colors. I love trying new textures. I've ran out of fingers, though, that are clean. Oh, there's my crazy dog. Okay, so we're just going to put some of this on there because this is kind of like our algae. Okay. All right. And maybe a little bit more. It's hard to do this with your left hand. I'm not left-handed. Oh, before I forget, and I don't have my paper. But you guys, go over to Facebook and make sure to join Boho Daydreams. It is such a fantastic, wonderful Facebook group. And if I ever forget to say it, it's going to be in my description. Just wonderful, wonderful girls. You're going to be so inspired. And the talent is amazing. And the talent kind of goes all over. It's like whatever your personal likes are, you're going to find it in Boho Daydreams. I assure you. I'm always going to gravitate, I think, towards grunge. It's just my thing. But not everybody over there does. Just make sure that you guys answer the question so we know you're a real person. Okay. And then look at what we have going here. Now, that being said, of course, it's not grungy enough for me. So let's, first of all, oh, I just know that I can use all these shavings somehow. I'm going to take some of this Indian ink. I tend to always like to use Tim Holtz ink, but I am trying to use these other inks. And look at that. Ooh. Isn't it so satisfying when you're just trying things out? And that is totally grunging this up. Oh yeah, yeah. We want that to grunge it out because I don't know. Maybe this is going to be where the villain has hidden things. This is the way I look at it. You got to try it to know if it'll work, right? It is paper. I always remind myself of that. It's just paper, Jackie. It's just paper. Paper can always, always be corrected. Now that's me using this without using water on it or anything else. Now we're just going to go in and dot that. And look at that wonderful grunge color. Look at that. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. So again, if you go over to Lemon's Creation, she does like a really thorough tutorial, and I'm very big about promoting other artists. And so if you're wanting more details or having it a little more detailed than what I'm showing you all, you should go over and hit her, because I'm going to do like one or two with you, and then I'll probably play a little bit off camera because I made enough of these to like last a lifetime. If you don't have inks, don't even worry about it. Use something else that you have. Just always remember, you can use anything that you have on hand. You don't need to have the supplies that I have to make something wonderful. You're gonna need browns, blues, yellows. That's gonna make that rust color. Now, that being said, I know I do have water here. We're gonna go ahead and spray that a little to let that come down. And that is literally how I do things. I just sit and I play with it. And then before you know it, you have a wonderful little wrist plate that is gonna go fantastic with this kit. Let's see. Let me find, like, I don't know, here's the submarine. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll want that to be like that. I don't know. All I know is it's gonna be great. It'll be great as a tag, or it is gonna be fantastic however I choose to use it. And I have a million of these. So where are we at? Oh my goodness, we're already at 25 minutes. How is it that time goes by so fast when I'm doing these? Okay, so let me try one more. Maybe we'll do like a rivet one. And I want to do it because I want to show you that you can do and get the same effect like with sprays. So I'm just using Distressed Oxide sprays. And so, and this is like super pink, and you're like, how can that? Because we're going to make sure that we cover everything with darker colors. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at that because I have a new outfit on, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing tan. Did I just spray everything all over me? And I didn't wear my apron. So I am going to pause you super, super quick so I can get my apron on and open up this jar. Okay, so I'm sitting here trying, and then I look up and I see, oh, you did set out all of these other colors. And so we just want to get in here. This bottle is just about gone. So it's not wanting to. And so we just want to get in there and just like kind of spray, grunge it up. I want that pink more to be in the background. Those of you who know me know I am not a pink person. I want to be, but I'm just not. Okay, let's see. We're gonna want to then use, I'm thinking we're gonna try this green. And what I kind of do is go in, and this is why you always want like a scratch piece of paper underneath you, because it will make great grungy papers. Okay, let's get some green going in here, because you know it's algae, and it's just going to give it different effects than what that wax did. But let's try this. Okay, so now I have most of my main colors down and in the background. Now, I'm doing this quickly because I am running out of time. And this orange. So normally I would let colors dry in between so we don't get it like a mud color going. But because I am trying to do this nice and quick to show you that you can use sprays, oxide colors, all of that, I am just tapping it dry. Now, where'd I put? Like I said, I moved everything around. I don't know that that's good. Let's come in because I'm thinking most everybody would have walnut stain. So let's go in, and now I'm thinking it is not on this paper, at least I didn't gesso, so I'm thinking I might have to go in and slap gesso on here. I totally forgot that step that she did. So let me see, or what I can do, because you know I'm the queen of improv. It's like, oh, it didn't work out, but then I'm like, well, what if I try this? So what we're gonna do is, oh, let's try this one. Is that gold? I don't want the gold. Yeah, that's a, oh, it's a copper plate. Well, why not? So let's just try and see if that can get into these rivets and change that color. Bet you it does. So you would want to go in and gesso it. So yeah, I totally didn't even think about that, but you are going to want to gesso so that you have a different, you have that palette that it'll take the colors on. Okay. Or you will have to go in and improvise like me and think of other ways to do it. Okay. And I have been really exploring with a lot of inks lately. I followed Denise Love. I can't remember the name of her. She popped up on my YouTube channel, and because I do a lot of art journaling, and she popped up. She does some of the most amazing papers, and so you should totally go to her. She does a lot of inks. And so that's kind of where I started collecting and buying. Now, that being said, too, I have these fusion powders that I've never tried. Oh, where did I set those? All right, that might have to be on the next video because we're already at 30 minutes. But let's get this looking all grungy. Because, see, even when we think that it's not going to work out, you can get it to work out. So where's I have a little brush here. And so we want to kind of just get some of that green in there. Because, you know, it's been undersea for a while, so let's work in that green. And then let's go ahead and work in this, a little more of this blue, but just adding a little bit more of the water to it. And that just kind of grunges it right on up. And before you know it, you have these wonderful, rusty, grungy plates. And you learn something in between it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm having fun with this. So again, thank you to everyone. I don't even know how, like I said on a previous video, I literally don't even know how to say thank you adequately enough to all of you now. So thank you. We're going to go ahead and just drop a little bit of my very favorite. Walnut Stain is my favorite in inks. It's guaranteed to just give you the best effects. I love it. If you love grunge, you'll love it. And then we're going to just do a little bit of the water, and we're going to move it around. And you will have this wonderful, grungy, rusted plate right before your eyes. Isn't it so wonderful? And I would say, I always save these because these wind up being great too. I use them all over, mainly as, what is it called? Fodder. So I noticed the ink is not wanting to stay in there, probably because I'm blotting it all out. So we're going to try it. Just let it air dry. And then on the next video, I will let you guys know how it dried, or if it did, you'll see. I'm pretty sure I need to gesso. I totally forgot that step. As I said, I'm a bit tired. No excuse, man. No excuse. But we're going to go ahead and just try to lay this out. See what effect we get. And I hope that you found this informational. Go try to rust out and make some metal plates on your own. I'm going to continue playing with this. But the video is already 35 minutes long. So thank you guys. I will let you know how, because you, oh, this got pink on it somehow. Yeah, that's what happens when you play around with stuff on your desk. So we will take out that pink, because I can't have pink in my journal. It's not the ballet journal. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I shall see you on the flip side.